Alright, Fawkes, looks like we're going to get right into it here, man. This is our third game of the day. PK Dota presents the inaugural tournament. We've got Meet Your Rapists, and I don't know if I really want to meet them, but against the PAK Warriors, and PAK Warriors coming off a loss in their last game. What do you think's going to happen here?
Dire team ban.
Still really hard to tell, Violent, because PAK Warriors had a match against Insight previous game. Am I right? Yeah, it was with stand-ins, I'm sorry.
Stand-ins. They played the stand-ins, and stand-ins, just outperformed them a little bit. I think every team, every game is different. Every team is different. Every team that you play is different. Yeah, anything could come of this, you know.
If they have a good hero pick here for PAK Warriors, they could probably let Meet Your Rapist get raped by PAK Warriors instead.
Dire team down.
Well, I'm hoping that nobody ever has to meet their rapists in person. This should be a good game. I don't know who comes up with these team names, but maybe we should have a discussion about what these guys are actually naming themselves prior to us broadcasting them. You know what I'm saying? And we've got a couple bans on the board here.
Funny. So far we have an Invoker ban and Punch ban for PAK Warriors, and another Batrider ban with an A ban for Meet Your Rapist.
And it looked like, from what I saw of these two teams, PAK Warriors definitely was picking heroes to their strengths. They were picking heroes that they had played before, according to the history that we were able to find. But I don't know too much about these other guys. I was not able to find too much of anything on them.
Yep, that's so far last game when we casted for PAK Warriors, they had a Shadow Shaman, Sand King, Drow Ranger, Clockwork, and a Templar Assassin. I'm not sure if they're gonna go for somewhat similar hero picks to that, but we'll see.
Do you find that teams often have one strategy that they fall to as their default, type of game? That's their default strategy. They always want to go to that, or do you think that everybody kind of has a couple different strategies and they can change them out as needed?
Dire team.
It depends, because if PAK Warriors know how MYR plays, they could probably suggest for a different strategy here. Maybe if they have a fixed strategy, it'd be easier for them because they keep on practicing on that strategy. And so far we have PAK Warriors and Sand King. That was their previous pick as well for the previous game.
Yeah, that was their first pick in the previous game against stand-ins as well. So obviously Sand King, one of their core heroes that they like to work around, and they must know what they can do with him.
Sand King has that good pushing ability, the Caustic Finale, and Sandstorm, as I said previously, and that epicenter, if he nails that epicenter right with a blink dagger, that could be a rampage right there, or lowering down the enemy's health.
Yeah, absolutely. The Sand King did pick up a couple kills with the epicenter in their last game, but one of the things that we were discussing outside of the match was that they left that tri-lane top for a little bit too long. That TA didn't get leveled up really to the levels that she needed, and they probably could have taken that Sand King into the jungle. Do you think that we might see him head into the jungle this game, or do you think that they're going to try and stay with that sturdy tri-lane?
I think he's still going to stay on the tri-lane, maybe the off-lane side with his heroes, helping them push the lane and pulling creeps as well.
And Meet Your Rapist, go ahead and pick the Treant Protector, and he is an interesting hero early. I've seen some people grab that leech seed ability and get those first hits, first blood as a result of that. So definitely an interesting pick. Obviously makes it very tough to push against, and then a Nyx Assassin pickup here as well.
Treant Protector is really strong early game. He's a very tanky hero, has a lot of strength with about 90 damage if I'm not mistaken, and he also has living armor which could heal towers and heal any heroes that is in teamfight or low in health.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously that gives them two invis potential heroes, and Treant can actually cast that Nature's Guise ability on any of his allies. So Nyx Assassin gonna be expecting some ganks. Treant Protector definitely a facilitator for making other heroes invisible in the jungle side. So some good ganking potential right off the bat from Meet Your Rapists. I'll be interested to see what they go here for the rest of their heroes.
Probably a counter pick for Nyx Assassin. Yep, right there. A counter pick for Nyx Assassin. Slardar. Slardar has amplified damage, has true sight, and Nyx maybe couldn't get any ganks out of this.
Yeah, and Slardar offers, you know, obviously some tank ability. Sand King's still a pretty beefy hero as well. So no real targets for Nyx Assassin at the moment, but probably going to be played in more of a support role for the Meet Your Rapists here. This Treant Protector, this Nyx Assassin, offer them some interesting support heroes.
So as you can see on the ban side, so far Meet Your Rapist banned Tinker out. They don't want any pushing ability heroes because Tinker is very hard to deal with. He travels around the map globally with, and that rearm just pushing all the lanes as well. While Black Warriors have banned out Bloodseeker and Mirana.
And actually, Meet Your Rapists quick with their counterban there, Shadow Demon, and there we go, Tidehunter. That is a game changer. I would imagine that that's going to be your off lane with the Blink Dagger for Meet Your Rapists on the Dire side. What do you feel about that?
It's a good counter towards Sand King, but if he nails his Ravage wrongly, while Epicenter shoots in and he blinks in with that Ravage, he could probably maybe just get everyone out to a safer range, but if he gets nuked down as well early game, Sand King's Epicenter could still take out Rapist.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, Tidehunter is an absolute game changer. Ravage, I hope we see a refresher Ravage. That's late in the game, and you know, all these games really have not gotten to that point where we've seen characters with those late game items. You know, like you know, Divine Rapier, of course, that would be a bit of a stretch, but haven't seen Refresher Orb in any of the games that we've done so far. I'm hoping that this one will go all the way to that point.
Yep. We also haven't seen any dataless or any full set items for heroes.
Yeah, it seems most of it is getting overwhelmed just before we get to that point. But here we have PAK Warriors picking up a Darkseer on their side now as well. And I just believe that is going to be their off-lane hero as well here. I'm seeing Sand King and Slardar, safe lane bottom lane, solo Darkseer top lane. They're going to pick up another support and definitely a mid carry.
Yep, Darkseer has the ability to push out lanes easily with his Iron Shell. And Meet Your Rapists have picked out their Luna, another pushing hero as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Luna's Glaives get big in the late game, and she can get pretty farmed up with that bouncing ability. Do you think that a solo Darkseer in the top lane solo is going to be alright up against the Nyx Assassin, the Treant Protector, and the Luna? Because I see that as Meet Your Rapist safe lane at the moment.
I don't think so. Darkseer couldn't handle a lane alone with all of these other offlane heroes because he's still pretty squishy.
PAK Warriors pick up another Templar Assassin here, and I believe they had a Templar Assassin in their last game. Again, just a little bit underleveled, you know, as we got into the guts of that game. Hopefully they can get her the levels in the farm that she needs, and she could be a much more useful player for them.
So, I'm guessing Luna and Templar are going mid.
Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining.
Also, on another hand, Treant Protector and Tidehunter could go combo wombo really well with that Overgrowth and Ravage. Oh, and another AoE with the Shadow Fiend.
Shadow Fiend, well, that gives them all the AoE that I think that they need. Do you really think that anybody is going to survive a Ravage, an Overgrowth, with Luna hitting her glaives into that, and as Shadow Demon just comes in and pops him with his ulti and his abilities, man, that's some hard-hitting lineup. I don't know what PAK Warriors have in mind for their last hero. What would you go with to counter this?
5 seconds.
Anyone could be an easy counter for Shadow Fiend. Templar Assassin is a real counter for Shadow Fiend already because Shadow Fiend farm potential, farm-based hero.
All right, well, here we go. Zeus is the last pick for the PAK Warriors, so we're definitely going to get to see some Zeus ultimates, and it should be a really interesting matchup. Again, we've seen PAK Warriors play. Don't know much about Meet Your Rapists. Wouldn't want to meet them in an alleyway, that's for certain, and we'll get this game going here in just a moment.
Hopefully there'll be some combo wombos, nice initiation action right there.
We're looking forward to. All right, and it looks like heroes the players are just picking out their heroes that they want to be for the next 45 minutes or so as we get started here.
10
Deciding on who to pick.
remaining.
If it was me, I would want to play that Tide Hunter.
remaining.
That is your main man in the game. All right, let's go over the hero selection as far as that goes. So I want to apologize, man. Last game, PAK
For battle.
Violet, are you there?
I gotta figure out what I'm doing with my microphone, man. I apologize. I pulled it out of the socket again here. So I have on the Zeus, Haidan Akatsuki, and man, last time we were playing. I have A on the Darkseer heading to the solo top lane. We have Bamboo on the Slardar heading south. AK on the TA heading towards the mid lane. And Yellow Flash heading to the safe lane here. And I'll turn it over to you to introduce the Meet Your Rapists.
Alright, so Meet Your Rapist Shadow Fiend with Suskipoa on the mid lane, while Baked Big 3D with the Treant Protector, Zaidi with Nyx Assassin, and IC433 with Tide Hunter, and Sana with the Luna. I'm sorry about that, it's very difficult pronouncing their names, and I hope that I didn't butcher anyone's name.
It's alright, man. I can take the blame for that if you'd like me to. I'm certain throughout the next 30 minutes or so we're gonna mess them up again, so not a problem. But there's the opening bell, and let's see what unfolds here for us in this game of Dota at the Inaugural.
Alright, looks like there's probably gonna be an initiation on mid lane here. Treant Protector and Nyx waiting above the higher ground, probably going to gank Templar Assassin.
Well, that Templar Assassin actually picked up that haste rune, so she's pretty speedy at the moment. I think that they see that, and as soon as they realize she had haste, they're just like, let's get out of here. And you can see him heading up towards the safe lane for the Dire at the moment.
And your prediction is right. Darkseer here solo on the safe lane up top.
And the Tide Hunter. Yep, and the Tide Hunter is solo in the bottom lane, and I gotta imagine that he's gonna have a tough time. He's probably just gonna get absolutely zoned out by this Zeus, just nuking, let the Slardar get his last hits.
Yep, one range and then 2 stunners in his lane. I don't know how he's gonna handle that.
So just pulling up the just pulling up the last hits here so that everybody that follows along with us can see that Muran off to the early lead with 7 last hits.
As I was saying earlier, Darkseer here is just, I'm not sure what to do because he's also afraid. If that Lucent Beam drops it, mini stunning him, Nyx could follow up with another stun. And Treant Protector could leech seed out of him, and that's a first blood right there.
You know, it's interesting. He has his Ion Shell ability, but he has not used any mana yet for it. I know that you can definitely get some last hits and get some gold with that ability early if you level it up. Why do you think he's not going to cast that on any of his units at the moment?
I'm not sure. I think he's playing really safe. I'm not sure what is he doing right now, because he could just pop up that Iron Shell and get some easy farm while pushing the lane. He's probably just afraid to initiate.
Well, I don't blame him for that. He's up against 3 pretty tough heroes, and we'll see what's going on here. But just trading some last hits in the middle. Shadow Fiend and this Templar Assassin looks like Suki is going to pick up a regen rune and already has his bottle, so that's going to be good for him early. And you can see AK is out of mana, so I believe that we're going to see some harassment from this Shadow Fiend on this TA earlier in the game as a result of that regen rune.
But so far, Shadow Fiend here only has 7 last hits, while Templar has 13. Templar is out hitting him in last hit, and if he doesn't keep that up, he couldn't go anywhere in the late game.
Well, the amount of souls that Shadow Fiend collects is definitely going to affect his last hitting ability, and you can see he's climbing the board as well. They both have the same amount of denies, so at least they're keeping that amount of experience away from each other's level.
Yep, that's
We do have some Zeus pulling in the lane down here, so Tidehunter is facing a pretty tough tri lane at the moment. They're going to work him on this jungle, I believe. Darkshare
popped up his early game soul ring. It's in inventory right now, waiting for the courier to send it in. And
that's interesting. He did not buy anything other than just regen items at the start. He does get stunned out here by Zaidi on the Nyx Assassin, but doesn't do too much damage as a result. But he didn't buy anything other than just Tango's Salve and Clarity at the beginning, so yeah, right, he was able.
Violent, I'm losing you a bit. Delay on your.
I am getting.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Right. I'm sorry, I was just zoned out there a little bit. I believe I was lagging. Can you hear me again?
Yep, I hear you perfectly clear now.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, do have some phase boots up on Luna. Hasn't looked like there's been too much as far as item purchases go. Pretty standard builds for all these heroes. Anything that you notice that's unique about their skill builds or anything right off the bat?
So far, not much. Nyx Assassin didn't pick up the Spike Carapace because he knows that nobody's gonna cast a skill on him. Luna went for the standard Lucent Beam and Luna Blessing to buff up herself and her teammates, while that Lucent Beam would give her max stacks on that Eclipse later on in game. So, and on the bottom lane, nope, not much of a skill difference. But I see Sand King isn't going for a pushing strategy here because he only has 1 up on his Sandstorm.
Oh, there's a stun on Tidehunter in the bottom, but no follow-up from the Sand King, so it looks like he's just going to continue to stay right there on top of everybody. Shadow Fiend has some great rune control at the moment, though. This is the second rune that he's picked up over top of this TA, and it's an Invis, and look, he's going to go up to the high ground, and this, I don't think that this TA is going to know that he's standing there.
And he has the advantage now. I mean, not the advantage. He had his last hits, the CS right now, and it's almost close to Templar Assassin's last hit.
Yep. Again, kind of a slow start to this game. We've seen a lot of early aggression from a lot of other teams going for those early kills. 6 minutes into this one and still 0-0. First blood still on the board. I'd like to ask you, man, who do you think is going to be the first one to break? And there's a stun up here in the top, or in the in this safe lane for the Radiant, but this Tidehunter, man, just beefy as can be. Took 2 stuns and keep on ticking.
And no connection as well from Sand King right there. He could have probably just keep on auto-attacking that Tidehunter, but Tidehunter is just too strong. 4 armor, 70 damage per second, and he's being healed by Treant Protector.
Yeah, Treant's definitely keeping this Tidehunter up and going. He has hit level 6. He is a little bit out of mana range. He did get mana boots just there. I thought that he might be wanting to save for Blink Dagger right off the bat, but mana boots seems like a good choice.
And maybe a possible shadows as well, or probably just a bracer with that Gauntlet of Strength in his item list right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this tree has been pretty busy in the jungle. I haven't really been following him too much, but I've been watching him on the minimap, and he has been stacking pretty much all of these camps here. And Shadow Fiend is actually coming through and cleaning everything up. I imagine that this Shadow Fiend is gonna get some good farm as a result of this.
He's getting up that Necromastery really fast. Probably could just take down TA easily if TA doesn't have mana as well now, and he has the advantage on the root control.
Yeah, he has been able to hold that rune control over this TA, and we're about to hit that 8-minute mark. And man, I'll tell you, you want player of the game so far for me. If I was a carry, it would be Back 3D. Man, look at him. He is just watching these runes. He's keeping his eye on everything for the Shadow Fiend here.
So we're going into our 8-minute mark right now, and still nothing is going on. Oh, initiation went on bottom.
Oh, there's the Ravage. We're gonna see. It looks like he got stunned out. He's getting nuked by the Zeus here. He's popped his salve. There's another stun, another nuke. Just one more hit, and there we go. First blood goes to Bamboo. PAK Warriors off to a good start. I think that they needed that over that Tidehunter.
So close. If Tidehunter had another, if he had enough for another gush, he could have easily taken down Sand King right there, because Sand King was really low.
Yeah, absolutely. Just out of range with Tidehunter though, unfortunately. He did hit all 3 of them in that Ravage, which was pretty impressive. That's what you're aiming for.
And I'm guessing Tidehunter was expecting this Treant Protector to heal him instead, but it wasn't up at all.
Yeah, I believe he was healing somebody in the top lane. I had seen him make the cast animation kind of heading towards the top as we were looking at him at the rune there. So, yeah, 9 minutes in, 1-0. Really not too much to show for either team at the moment other than the first blood for this Slardar in the bottom lane. And he gets a ring of health as a result of that.
They're playing really safe right now. Not much of an item. So far, Tidehunter, I think he's going for... I can't really tell yet because he doesn't have much items. There's probably an initiation in the bottom there.
Sand King just misses his stun. Slardar gets one on, and just a couple more nukes. I believe he's probably going to get healed up by the Treant Protector again at the bottom. But man, they are just all over him at the moment, keeping him off of the experience. And, you know, the amplified damage is just giving him vision, so they know where he is, they know what he's doing.
Yep. Out here is probably going to finish up his Vanguard first with, in another 100 gold he could get his Vanguard easily.
So we did have a Sand King initiate there, stun through. Slardar did get a stomp, second stomp here at the moment, but this Sand King, or this Tidehunter is actually still going to live, and there's the heal from the Treant.
So close, so much opportunity. Just wipe this Tidehunter off the map, but they don't have enough mana to do so.
Man, again, I just have to commend Back 3D. He is just the most selfless player I have seen in this tournament so far. Salving his Shadow Fiend, stacking all these camps, and look, you can see TA was above in last hits at the beginning, but Shadow Fiend having the opportunity in the jungle with all the creeps has definitely taken an advantage over this.
Shadow Fiend is having the upper hand right now. This Treant Protector is... he's a man of team. He's just walking around the map, healing himself from mana, and giving people health regen as well, while stacking his camp for Shadow Fiend.
It is going to cost him. I imagine that at some point he'll be able to come back into this, but he is only level 3 at the moment. Shadow Fiend level 10, so yeah, I mean, he's sacrificing himself so that this Shadow Fiend can get as big as he needs to be.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. So he's really hoping that the Shadow Fiend will really bring him a long way from this. Shadow Fiend is their only hope right now. Like, get back in the game. Everyone.
Let's take a look at the net worth chart here, man. I've got Luna on the top, followed very closely by Shadow Fiend. They're actually only about 50 gold apart at the moment. So you know that they're getting farm in the top lane. You know that they're getting farm in the mid lane. This Tidehunter's about the middle of the table as far as farming goes. So again, PAK Warrior is just a little bit behind in terms of their farm as far as last hits and money go.
If we look at a graph for the difference in gold earned, despite having the first blood early kill, MYR is still leading in gold differences with 3,000 and above. I thought PAK Warriors would actually get the high advantage in gold at that moment when had that first blood. And also, if you look at the graph for difference in experience earned, MYR is also leading in the upper hand. The graph goes up and down, but it still goes down to MYR's side.
Well, I think that it's pretty clear that you never want your Rapists to have the upper hand, and at the moment they do have the upper hand, and there's some aggression on the Templar Assassin in the middle, but it doesn't actually bring her down. So still 1-0 at the moment, 13 minutes into the game. But again, yeah, I believe the PAK Warriors just getting out farmed slightly, and that's the difference in the game at the moment.
Yep. So far, item builds, can't really say much. Luna is probably going for a Asha right here with the Banner of Velvet Skin. He already has a Helm of Denominator. He'll probably get her buff up if Shaminate a Wolf or a Regen Aura items, I mean creep.
Yeah, well, you know, if anybody's gonna find her a wolf, it's probably gonna be the Treon Protector. I'm certain that they're keeping their eyes peeled for that one in the jungle. He is again continuing to do work there.
He has been stacking a lot. Look at the camp over the pull side for Dire side. He had 3 stacks over there.
Is that a triple stack? He's got let's see, I just want to take a look at all the camps at the moment. Looks like Shadow Fiend has cleared most everything else, but yeah, that camp specifically in the easy lane is stacked to the brim at the moment.
Looks like Slardar is going for an early Blink Dagger instead. He doesn't want to complete his Vanguard yet. Maybe he really wants to chase down this Tidehunter. Oh, and there's
another initiation on the Tidehunter here. A good stun by the Sand King, but man, just this Tidehunter is just beefy. He is taking some hits, but not going down.
Yep, that's why I'm guessing Slardar just wants to get that Blink Dagger. So stun in, blink, and then when he gets away, he just blink it in again and stun him again.
Oh, well, look what we've got here. We've got Suzuki Po with the invisibility rune. Some good rotation down from the bottom. Oh, he got a stun on him. He didn't even know he was there. Zeus ulti lets you know that he is there now, though. And actually double kill from that ultimate. Tidehunter finishes up, so triple kill on the bottom. Tidehunter gives up his life. He was just a little bit too close to the tower there, but 3-for-1 trade. Double kill for the mid carry, who is just kind of taken over and starting to run away with the game, wouldn't you say?
Yep, he's getting his items fast. He has a Hand of Midas already, and he has a Claymore in hand. I'm probably going for a Shadow Blade, yeah. Forgot what was it called.
Yeah, Shadow Blade will definitely make him a very scary hero. He was able to do that gank bottom with the Invis rune that he found in the bottom river. And they're rotating pretty well as far as they need to go. Have not given up too much experience in the lanes. You know, when there's been a rotation, specifically like this Nyx Assassin was in lane to pick up the pieces while Shadow Fiend was ganking bottom.
So it looks like this Treon Protector is sacrificing himself from EXP and gold. Really paid off for his mid carry right here.
Absolutely, and again, look at back 3D. Look at the Ancient Camp. He's stacking the Ancient Camp now at the moment.
Yep, 2 stacks right there already. Just waiting for Shadow Fiend to come clear it up.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And Shadow Fiend just pushes down that mid tower, man. He is hitting hard with the 36 souls that he's got already. The Necromastery, I should say.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the. Oh, is there a fight?
Don't see anything going on at the moment. Looks like they're gonna try and push maybe bottom tower.
Right.
It looks like they're trying to. Oh, okay. Tidehunter did get his blink dagger. They just tried to stomp him there with Slardar, but he was able to blink out before anything happened. And here comes a rotation
really
to the bottom. Treon's down here. Nick's assassin coming down, so they're going to give him some support in this lane.
So Slardar is sending in over his blink dagger. And hopefully with that he could probably initiate in really well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I just went back to the last hits and denies. Luna, 100 hits at the 17-minute mark. That's pretty impressive, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, with that Moonglaive, she could hit anything now easily, and Darkseer is having trouble. He couldn't even defend. He has 46 last hits and no denies, and this tower is going down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, and Darkseer is
Luna looks like she's going to try and take the kill here. Oh wow, a long glaive finally brings first death of the game, but man, this Luna is just big, and they have not even like begun to scratch the surface up there yet. The support left her behind. Oh, I missed this fight bottom. Shadow Fiend came bottom. Triple kill from the Shadow Fiend. Absolutely just wipes that bottom lane out. And he is big. He is going to be pushing towers.
Tower is under attack.
Well,
Shadow Blade has his Midas.
Moira definitely has the upper hand right here, right now. Luna has already completed her Yasha, going for a Manta Sal with that, I'm guessing, and an MTB next with the Ogre Club in her hand.
And look at that camp that she's clearing with the glaives, man. You gotta give this Treon another pat on the back. Look at that, just so much money going the way of the Dire team right now.
Yep, money and XP with that camp. Very good stack.
Just take a look at it now. Difference in gold earned just up over 12,000 now for the Meet Your Rapists over the PAK Warriors here. XP kind of in the same direction, just up over 10,000 at the moment. And 20 minutes in, we're getting into the mid game. What items do you see, or what item progression do you see from PAK Warriors or Meet Your Rapists that's really going to turn this game?
So far in Meet Your Rapists, like I said, Luna is going for a Manta Sal, which is a pushing capability. She'll be able to push lanes much more easily, and she's free farming everywhere in the jungle with all these stacks that Beyond Protector has given her. And she already has Black King Bar as well.
Just want to bring your attention down to the Radiant jungle at the moment. Shadow Fiend, Nyx Assassin, they're going through Invis through the jungle right now. Trying to surround these guys here. They do have a sentry ward down, and they're all just kind of chilling in the secret shop here on the side. They know that Shadow Fiend is there. There he is. Oh wow, just absolutely popped, and they needed that badly. 700 gold from that Nyx Assassin, or from the Shadow Fiend kill. Pick up 3 kills here. Huge bottom turnaround for them. That was exactly what they needed to do.
700 gold for Templar Assassin, giving her 1,600 gold in hand right now. She could go for a BKB, and it could be a turnaround in the game. If they get this tower, they're going to have an extra advantage in gold. So. They're
going to get a tower. They're going to get some much needed gold here. I hope that they don't give up too much trying to take this, but at the moment, Meet Your Rapists really don't have an answer to that bottom push, and there it goes. Bottom tower goes away. I do want to mention, though, that this Treon has just been kind of wandering in the Radiant jungle while they were pushing. And look at the wards that he's placed. He's got some great setup down here.
Warding control is really good, but I think he's going to go down right here.
Looks like he does make it up past the... Yeah, just a miss by Slardar. He does make it up past their friendly tower.
He is still very tanky, despite minusing 10 armor by Slardar's amplified damage. He still has 2 armor, which still makes him sustain that hits from Slardar.
Let's take a look at the items. We have 4 players on the PAK Warriors side that have a Blink Dagger in play now, so they definitely have some initiation ability. Zeus is the only one that really does not have Blink Dagger, but I don't think that he needs it because he can reach everybody if he wants to with his ulti. Where do you think they go from here, though? That was a good turnaround. They got some much-needed kills. They got about 700 gold from that Shadow Fiend kill. What do you think they're going for next?
For Templar Assassin, she's gonna go for either a Desolator or a BKB to cut down armor of...
It looks like we may end up with a interesting engagement here in the middle. Push down this center tower, doing some good damage to it. And really the only person that's committed to defending at the moment is back 3D on the Treant, giving it that healing aura. But you've got your Shadow Fiend in the south end of it, and he's just looking to come out of Invis and blast somebody.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And this Luna is just... He's not bothering anyone. It's only Darkseer for the moment. She's pushing out the lanes easily.
Yeah, we mentioned that they got some needed kills bottom, but the person this Luna, and even though she hasn't been too much of an impact on the game other than that one kill on Darkseer, man, 215 last hits. Talk about snowball out of control. 23 minutes into the game, she's got Yasha, she's got BKB, she's got the Helm of the Dominator, Ultimate Orb. This is some good farm on this Luna. Do they even know that this is taking place, PAK Warriors? They got to do something about her.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they even know that this Luna has already have a Manta cell in hand and is gonna push the lanes out. And with that Moonglaive and 3 other Luna illusions, I don't know how are they gonna handle that, because they don't have any other heroes, any other counterpicks for Luna that could easily that illusion.
And she is 3-hitting an entire wave of creeps at this point in time with her glaive bounces. Oh wow! Actually had a massive engagement. Lots of players on both sides going down on each team. But this Shadow Fiend's still full health. They're looking for this Darkseer. He's gotten away with that surge, and the only one up at the moment.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That was an unexpected twist of events. Because
Structures are
can't loot on the top,
fortified.
opens on the middle lane, and I missed it by miles.
Yeah, I was paying attention at the top, just kind of doing her thing, and everybody got together for a party that we weren't invited to, apparently, Fawkes.
Yeah.
And Tidehunter was able to blink out of that, Sand King able to blink out of that. I thought that they might get that Tidehunter, but it does not appear so. But here's where things start to get interesting. Luna just started joining up with her team. She's going to fight in the middle at some point, I would imagine. Both teams kind of trying to regroup around the Radiant side jungle at the moment.
Let's look at the difference in gold graph right now. So far,
do you see Luna? Leading. Do you see Luna in the ancient camp? That's just about slaves just taking. I think she. So you know that she's got some money in the bank. 2,000. Finished. Man has a for this PAK Warriors team to take.
I admire.
Actually, I believe Tidehunter got taken out by that Templar assassin in the bottom of the Radiant jungle. I'm not certain what he was doing that far across, but
we see a Shadow Fiend and Nyx here being invisible, but despite the fact that they're invisible, there's a ward right there. They're probably being spotted already. And then aggressive ping here by Treant Protector on Luna.
I do believe that those are both dire wards in that jungle, just so that they're not having that chance to farm those ancients. But man, again, way snowballed ahead. Highest amount of last hits for any player on the Radiant side is 81, 257, 250. I can't even keep count because she kills things so quickly. This Luna, way ahead of everybody on the Radiant side as far as income. Let's take a look at the net worth here.
Alright.
And yeah, man, again, Luna is nearly double the net worth of this closest PAK Warriors player, Templar Assassin. And so is Shadow Fiend. Both these heroes, man, just absolutely farming insanely. And here we go. We're going to have an engagement in the Radiant side here. Looks like this Luna knows what's up. There's an Overgrowth. There's the Shadow Fiend. Luna is just blasting people as fast as she can. 2 heroes down. 3 heroes down, 4 heroes down, 1 last remaining, 5 hero wipe for Meteor Rapists, and man, I gotta say, PAK Warriors just got absolutely raped in that fight right there in the middle, and they're gonna lose their mid tower as a result of that.
8 to 16, and this is possibly a GG right here. That Moonglaive is just bouncing off everywhere like crazy.
Radiant's middle barracks have
And just the initiation there from that the Treon out of Invis caught 3 of them, I believe. Shadow Fiend ulti just popped some heroes, and this Luna is just amazing with the amount of damage that she's outputting right now. Look at him melting this tower in the middle.
That was a combo wombo right there. A very good combo wombo by Treon Protector. Shadow Fiend and Luna and Tidehunter at the same time. Everybody pops their ulti and bam, all 5 of them goes down. And looks like PAK Warriors doesn't want to call it GG right here. They still want to defend.
Yeah, and you know, I feel for the. I don't want to call it quits until the fat lady's singing, but man, she is screaming right now. They look like they're going to get this mid tower. There's nothing that can really stop Luna at this point in time.
Well, if you still can defend, why not just try it out? I mean, if you can get off last hitting everyone here and then putting them down, Shadow Fiend goes down, probably they could get a lot of gold and EXP right here and probably could just turn the game around.
They're not even too concerned. PAK Warriors starting to respawn after that initial fight, and they're just kind of floating in the base. Me and Rapists don't really seem too concerned that all of their players are about to be back alive.
Yep, I'm going to take a look at the graph right now. So far, MYR is leading by 25,000 in difference in gold. I don't know how PAK Warriors are going to come back in that, and 20,000 in EXP.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That is a pretty big number to beat.
You just have to imagine that it's already on that that exponential curve. They're going to continue snowballing out of control. Really, the only way that PAK Warriors would have a chance is, I would say, a miracle at this point. And I don't think that they're going to get one.
Radiant's middle tower.
If they have the luck on your side, they could probably get it. And that, there's another initiation.
There's another engagement, another great Overgrowth from Back 3D in the top. He catches 2 in it, but they come in with an epicenter, not able to actually get him out of that. And man, just Luna, Usama, triple, ultra kill, rampage. Oh my goodness, there we go.
Right there by Luna. That glaive is just flying around everywhere, and that gets rampage, and it called GG by PAK Warriors.
There you go, rampage by Luna, and that ends our game. And just impressive display of teamwork from me and Rapists here. Yeah, enjoyable game.
Yep. That sacrifice by Treon Protector really paid well for the mid hero, for Shadow Fiend, and Luna was just free farming. They could have stopped Luna earlier game, and they could probably change this thing around. And look at that, 6-0 on Luna.
Yeah, absolutely. When you have one hero that almost eclipses the entire team's gold per minute, the entire other team's gold per minute combined, you know that you're going to be in trouble. All right, Fawkes. Well, I know that it's way early in the morning for you, man. I hope you get a good night's sleep. I think that we are indeed done for the day, and maybe we'll catch up with some more games tomorrow, okay?
All right, sure, Violent. Thanks. It's a pleasure casting with you today. Have a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. Same to you. Have a good one.